Rice mill machinery. There are various types of rice mill machines to complete rice milling process. A rice mill is a food processing arrangement and facility where raw paddy is processed to rice. The final rice is procured from paddy fields, milled and processed in modern machinery. Rice mill machinery application. Milling is one of the most important steps in the production of rice. It is generally performed post the production of rice. The paddy produced industrially cannot be consumed in its natural forms. This is why paddy is processed post its production, by the process of milling. It removed in order to make it fit for human consumption. Rice milling process source, perfect equipments. It is very important that you know what milling is all about before you start the process cycle. The total time required to produce rice includes two things. One is the initial setup time and the other is the cycle time for each part. The setup time of a milling machine includes the time required to make its operation, plan all the tool movements, and install the fixtures in the milling machine. The cycle time, however, is dependent on four things: the load and unload time. This is the time required to load the workpiece into the machine and then secure it with the fixture. It also includes the time to unload the finished part. The load time is different in different milling machines depending on the size, weight, complexity of the workpiece, and the type of fixture. The cut time. It is the amount of time taken to make all the necessary cuts with the help of the cutter in the workpiece for each operation. In order to calculate the cut time for any operation, you have to divide the total cut length for the operation with the feed rate. This gives the operation speed of the cutter relative to the workpiece. The ideal time. It is also defined as the non-productive time in a milling operation. This is the time when neither the workpiece nor the cutter is engaged in the milling process. This includes all those processes like the tool approaching and retracting from the workpiece, tool movements between features, the time required for adjustment of the machine settings and the changing tools. The tool replacement time. This is the amount of time required to replace a tool that has exceeded its time of operation and has worn out effectively. This time isn't included in all the operation and is taken into consideration when the tool has reached its lifetime. This time has to be adjusted in the entire milling process. For more videos, please subscribe and ring the bell for notification. Rice milling operation cost. There are three different types of cost drivers in the rice mill operation. Material cost. This is determined with the help of the quantity of the stock and the unit price of it. This determines the workpiece size, stock size, method of cutting the stock and the production quantity of it. Production cost. This is a result of the total production time and the hourly rate. This includes the setup time, load time, cut time, idle time, and the tool replacement time. The entire production cost is dependent on the skill of the operator. Tooling cost. This is determined by the total number of cutting tools required and the unit price for each tool. There are a number of unique tools that are required for the various operations to be performed. With the daily uses of the tools, the lifetime of a tool is reduced. Rice milling is one of the important processes and modern rice mill machines are required for the proper dimension of the rice that is prepared. Is rice milling profitable? In conclusion, rice milling, an agro-based business, is very profitable, 45 to 55% return on investment, and sustainable. It has a low capital requirement and the technical know-how is not complicated. The machinery and equipment can be sourced locally. The project has a short pay-back period. Is milled rice healthy? A milling process removes the rice's husk, bran, and germ. This process increases white rice's shelf life but removes much of its nutrition, including fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What happens to rice after milling? After polishing, white rice is separated into head rice, large and small broken rice, and brewers by an oscillating screen sifter. Head rice is normally classified as kernels that are 7,580% or more of a whole kernel. To attain a higher degree of precision for grading and separation, a length or indent grader is used. How do you store rice at home? As a general rule, regardless of the variety of uncooked rice, the best way to avoid spoilage or infestation and extend shelf life is to keep it in airtight storage containers in a cool, dark, dry place. For more videos, please subscribe and ring the bell for notification.